There'll be 107,000 on the edge of their seats. It's the damnedest thing you'll ever see. There ain't no place I'd rather be when it's football time in Tennessee. It's football time in Tennessee. We bleed orange and we're proud as can be. Don't you mess with that orange and white. You'll be looking for a hell of a fight. Eyeside's on the SEC. It's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to Picked Off, everybody. Carter here as always. I don't think I've really ever missed an episode of this. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. Joining me tonight is a very special person, Mr. Big Vol Daddy in the house.
What's going on?
Everybody out there in YouTube land.
Yeah.
Oh, Rainbow and Judd action
Yes,
for you.
guys.
Yeah, Dwayne RTR, what's up? But it's not just me and BVD tonight. We've also got another awesome Tennessee video maker and kind of got a little surprise for everybody tonight if you haven't seen it. So without further ado, all the way from the Kingdom of Tardaria, the Tardarian refugee, Squidtard.
Oi, fellow comrades on the Volunteer Road Show. It's Squidtard here. How is everyone doing tonight?
Well.
Like the intro, man. That was pretty good.
Thanks, I worked on that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do like our normal, spiel here on Picked Off. A lot of the same things. One thing different, there won't be a General Nealon's 7 favorite memes, but that's okay because Squidtard gave us a gift, which will be featuring very own BVD and Catfish and Uncle Luke and maybe a few others. We'll see. Atypical Gump in the house. Slim Mosley. Matt is in the house also. So, man, lots been going on the last few days since our last episode. I just seen a text. Sorry. Got a lot of different things we're going to do tonight. First of all, we'll do our moment in history, which on Thursdays now, it's not a moment. It's more of a person, a former player in history. Got a good one for that. We got a top five opening day games. So when we get ready to do that, you guys can start thinking of yours for your team. And because, we got first games coming up. What?
Yes, it is.
A month and 6 days.
5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
From Saturday.
My God. Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
So without further ado, Squid, I know you don't really, but BVD, are you going to leave your camera off all night?
No.
Oh, okay. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and break into some current news. So currently, which of course I left my notes outside. Way to go, Carter. Professional. Football, TWSAA high school football in the state of Tennessee is starting tonight.
It's ongoing.
Yeah. my alma mater, the Milan Bulldogs, are taking on the Peabody Golden Tide as we speak. So good luck to the Milan Bulldogs out there. What's up, SEC Dog? And there's a bunch of games tomorrow. I mean, BVD, do you know any of the big games that are going on this weekend?
Full schedule starting tomorrow night in the TSSAA. The only one, of course, that I care about is Greenville and Powell. That was canceled, and Powell has picked up. I can't remember who they picked up because I don't care about them. So we start next Friday at home against Daniel Boone, and right now on Rivalry Thursday, we've got Gibbs and Halls going on. Fourth quarter, Halls leading 17-10.
What time these games start? Hell, it's already 9 o'clock. I'm sorry.
7:30. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock over here.
Totally tripping. What about you, Squid? Any big games out in your neck of the woods?
Well, since I'm in college now, I guess I can go ahead and say that my Bearden Bulldogs are going to be playing Dobbs and Bennett Friday, September 4th. So I believe that's 2 weeks from now.
Wow.
September 24th?
Oh, they start in September.
That's more than 2 weeks, man. That's like a month, over a month away.
Yeah.
It's August.
Yeah, September 4th. That's not a month
away.
I
thought you said I think you said 24th.
No, I said September 4th.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that'd be next week then.
Yeah. And they start at 7:30. In fact, most if not all of their games are at 7:30. The only one that isn't is I thought it was Farragut, but it looks like it's someone else. Let me see if I can possibly. Yeah, I'll be able to share my screen here if that's okay with you. I'll show you the updated schedule that they have.
That's totally fine. Go
Great.
SEC Dog says he made one comment on Turnt Tally stream, and I'm in the timeout section. Laugh out loud. I don't even know who the hell Turnt Tally is, but
I've never heard of him.
no. All right, here you go.
Yeah, so this is their schedule here, and you can see that pretty much all of their games start at 7:30, and I'm actually surprised that they only play, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, and how many games do they play in the regular season? 10?
And that Friday, October, I don't know if it's on the 8th. Who is that? Is that ain't Henry County,
October
is it?
9th?
Yeah.
I don't know. BVD, do you know?
What?
Patriot of some sort.
Friday, October 9th. What is that team that
Let's
they play?
see. I can't even see that thing.
It's definitely a Patriot, but I wonder if I don't think it would
It's
be.
probably Jeff County.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it'd be Jeff County because they're 5A, I think.
Okay.
6A.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
All
there's
right,
your
so-
look at the schedule. It makes me wonder when we're going to go ahead and play like somebody like Greenville, and that would be really interesting to see.
I think the saying these days is you don't want the smoke.
We'll see about that. These guys have been practicing for a while now, so I've heard it from all over that they have been practicing for almost over a month now.
Yeah.
They all indeed have.
So yeah, at least we're getting some high school sports.
Oh,
Exactly.
Carter knows. I'm jacked about high school football. I mean, if college football doesn't happen for us, that's going to really suck. But
It's going to be terrible.
yeah, it's going to be tragic for us college football fans. But I'll survive as long as high school is still playing.
Thing is, I feel like if there's no college football, I don't think there'll be any high school football either. Because people are always concerned about the college kids. How do you think they feel about high school kids? It might be worse.
Well, 26,000 on campus versus 900 on campus is a little different, But we'll see.
It's a double-edged sword, in my opinion, just because. Well, here's the reasons I've heard why high school would be okay, but college wouldn't, is because college, these students, they live all together pretty much, dorms and stuff, apartments. In high school and grade school, they go home, So I don't know.
Well,
Take your pick.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm watching. I don't like the looks of this. I like the looks of this, but I don't like the looks of this. Fourth quarter at Halls High School. Halls is up 17-16 over Gibbs. The students are just like they would be every year. They're all over each other, right up, all standing up side by side.
Wearing mask?
I didn't catch it. It was such a quick shot of them. I'm going to say no.
Oh.
And the rest of the stadium, shit.
My worry is that literally all it takes is for one person to get it, and then the conversation is there whether or not we'll have a season in high school.
Yeah. Justin Sanday. Hello, guys. Glad to hear Justin. Kevin Cook picked off, huh? I can see Georgia's defense getting one of two of those from you, the Vol Q quarterbacks. Well, Jarrett Garantano, I can probably about guarantee it, but, we'll see. Law Tide. What's up, Catfish? Well, Catfish isn't here. But,
to answer your question, Carter, it looks like about 25% of them have masks, and the ones that are, where am I at here? The ones that are wearing masks, they're wearing them like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Them things are, God, they're uncomfortable. I mean, I really can't stand them one bit, but, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. Anyway.
100 different ways. Some people wear them as like bandanas and stuff.
Yeah, so, high school football starting. Me, BVD, Law Tide, and D4 did a show earlier today on Friday Night Beyond the Lights talking about this upcoming season in the entire state. So y'all go check that out. Anyway, so the next thing that I saw that was, I guess, noteworthy, 25% attendance at Neyland Stadium this year, says Philip Fulmer.
Yeah,
that really blows.
Yeah, for sure.
Really blows. I mean, I don't even know. So what would that mean?
What did you expect? Honestly, it does suck.
I don't know.
But what do we expect?
I don't even know if is that a conference decision or is that just Tennessee decision? Because
looks like they're all doing it. Georgia announced 18 to 25,000. I've seen Auburn 25%. Looks like they're all going, that same general area.
So Vanderbilt will be the only ones that have less than 25,000. Got it.
Vanderbilt will be like 2.5.
It really doesn't matter for them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that kind of takes away the whole home field advantage. I mean, I don't know. 25,000 is a damn big difference than 100 or 80, So, take home field advantage, wad it up in the ball, throw it some bitch out the window. But that works both ways, so.
Yeah.
There's Catfish or Billy, one of the two. I'm going to presume it's Catfish, though.
Could be both.
Could be both. Sorry.
DVD's watching football. Sorry, guys.
Yes, indeed. He is watching live football.
Yeah.
And Halls just popped off about a 75-yard touchdown run to go up 24-17. Sorry.
That's all right. So, yeah.
I'm watching live football, Carter. Holy shit. Didn't think we'd be having that.
Hey, I'm the same way. It is exciting. There's at least some kind of football playing, and so
tackle football, even
real
live tackle football. The players are standing right up against each other on the sideline. It's almost like I'm watching last year. Wait a minute, that ain't last year's game, is it?
That would be.
It's going to get to the point where
it's live.
It's going to get to the point where we're screaming at a team that isn't even ours.
Yeah. I mean, nobody was wearing masks last year, so it had to be. It has to be. So.
They've been saying that for years now. Not happening. What's not happening? I don't know. Oh, wait. Maybe this is what he's talking about. Will BVD be able to bring us Greenville videos due to the attendance cut down?
Funny you should ask, Matt G. I just texted the coach. Please tell me I'm going to be allowed with you guys next Friday at the home opener. No reply yet. So
Oh, shit.
I'm literally on the edge of my seat right now waiting his text.
The suspense, guys.
It's killing me. I know you guys could give a shit less.
No, I mean, I don't mean to be smart, but like, I can already tell you, we could be halfway into the show. If he gets the reply he don't like, camera's going to go off. He may even leave the damn show.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll know the results.
Yeah, I'm sure we will too.
Hey, take Kevin's advice. Just sneak in.
Volunteer roadshow Catfish got Pig Howard, which I
Nice.
know. So make sure you keep Uncle Lou away from that one.
Oh, for sure.
He
Number
has a field
two.
day with that.
Number 2, Alton Pig Howard, former ball wide receiver. Fast as lightning. Anywho, so let's go ahead and go into the moment involves history. Other than, well, I did have one question for you guys. And Squid, you can answer it better.
I'll do my
Good.
best.
Sure. Does anybody believe that Cade Mays will be granted eligibility?
It's already happened.
I mean, no, they just reappealed it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They appealed it.
I don't think he will. That's just my opinion. I don't think
I
he'll be
did the
suiting up
same
this year.
thing for another Vols player last year. I don't remember who it was. You'll have to.
Basketball player. I know one of them.
I'll have to recollect my memory on that. But they did the same exact thing with one of them, and then when they reappealed it, they did a second decision, and he got eligibility after that. So they could do that same exact thing with Cade Mays, and I don't see why they wouldn't. He's the only player in the NCAA right now who doesn't have immediate eligibility, unlike every other player. There's 300 other players that got immediate eligibility, and Cade Mays has been waiting since January for a decision to be made, and nothing has happened, and I don't understand. It's just the decision is just so it's head scratching all because I mean nobody knows why it happened. They just I don't understand it. So my thinking through that is they'll give him eligibility sometime soon. I hope they do at least.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Because I believe what BVD said is the truth. See a volunteer or Catfish. BVD said it, I think, a few weeks ago that if Cade doesn't, if once they reappeal this, if Cade doesn't get granted eligibility, I don't think we'll ever see him play for Tennessee. I think he'll
Well, I
go
said
to
that's a
league.
possibility.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think he would be stupid to go ahead and go. I think he needs that extra. I think he needs another year. It's my opinion. I mean, and I want to see him in orange too. I want to see that nasty ass attitude of his on the field with his brother. You know.
yeah. Yeah, everyone hated him, and then now he's on our team.
Now, yeah.
Please get him eligibility, please. That's how it goes.
Yep.
I mean that would go with many different ways with many different players, but anyway. So that was my question. So let's go ahead and jump into moment involves history, which is going to be a player involves history, and that player y'all two don't know. I picked Jamal Lewis. Number 31 was on the national championship team. Unfortunately, got hurt in the Auburn game, so that's when Travis made their debut. But, jeez, had a hell of a 97 season freshman year, over 1,000 yards. In 99, he had a pretty good year, got hurt again. Went on to have a really good NFL career. Was in the Ravens Ring of Honor. I think he at one time held the single game rushing record in the NFL, like 300 yards or so. And anyway, so Jamal Lewis is our player in history. So we're going to do the share screen here, and everybody enjoy.
Jamal Lewis, running back, came here in '97, left in 1999. With me, of course, it was against the University of Georgia because that was my second game. It was kind of like my coming out party to see if I was really for real. I was pretty much geared up, just ready to go. Being able to go out there and rack up 230 plus yards and come out with a victory, that's kind of stood out with me, being able to go out and prove myself against the whole team. I think that that's why they brought me here. When you look back, I look at the camaraderie, I look at the competition, just the energy and all the players and what we stood for. And it was about, protecting the Power T.
Ooh.
That was kind of my memory of being here and what we kind of stood for, and being with the guys. We had family. It was family, and it was all about having each other's back. And I think that being here and wearing the Power T actually prepared me and got me ready for, everything that came later on in life. When I ended up going to the Ravens, it was really no different than being here. The only thing that was different was the check. So honestly, first class organizations, first class equipment, and great coaches, and just good structure, and that's what pretty much built our legacy.
All right. So that was the man Jamal Lewis, one of the great Tennessee running backs. Like I said, had a great NFL season. His rookie year, I think he almost won Rookie of the Year, won a Super Bowl, and helped him win that game. He had like 100-something yards and a couple touchdowns in that game. So, had hate to say it, he had a better NFL career than he did at Tennessee due to injuries and whatnot, but still a phenomenal player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Did look
One
like
of my favorites. One of my favorite running backs of all time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's been a lot. See, Tennessee doesn't get the credit when it comes to running backs, man. They don't get compared to a lot of teams. Obviously, I would never say that Tennessee's had the kind of running backs Georgia's had, but I mean, still, it's like every time we get a really good running back, we either get them for like maybe 1 year, or they get hurt a lot, or something. Like Chuck Webb, Reggie Cobb, Johnny Jones, Jamal Lewis, Travis Henry.
Just you wait, man. Eric Gray is about to do something special for the team.
Man, I sure hope so. I definitely don't want to see a sophomore slump.
Mm-hmm.
But I am excited about Eric Gray, and got to meet that young man when I was up in Knoxville
Yeah.
last year. Oh, shut up.
Name dropping Volunteer Roadshow.
I got to meet him, okay? I didn't, he doesn't know my name or anything like that.
Is that just part of the territory on this channel? You got to name drop. Who you got, Squid? Who you got? Drop us a name.
I can think of one.
I'm going with Billy Ratliff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carter. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just picking.
Hey, I got to stay at Billy Ratliff's house. Oh, wait. Yeah, you were there too.
Yeah.
Lucky, man.
Yeah.
I got to hold his dog. Fat little thing.
Yeah. Hey, I took her down the stairs. She got a hurt leg.
The competition is on.
Hey, I got Billy to pull out his old 96 jersey and put it on.
Yep.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
33 minutes.
okay, we're on a damn time. Oh,
No, I'm just
that
saying,
was
you know.
atypical. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. But what? I'll let it slide.
Oh, doing a David?
Yeah, because I mentioned Eric Gray. Wow.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice, Gump. Gump's a nice guy, too, man.
Yeah, I must have pissed him off. Don't be mad at me because Jamal Lewis kicked your ass. I'm sorry. Anyway, so now it's time for top 5. And like I said earlier, if some of y'all weren't in here, the way we would do the top 5, I expect everybody in the comments to participate. This one's kind of one you may not know off the top of your head, but top 5 opening day games for your team. So I thought of top 5 Tennessee opening day games. So without further ado, Squid, did you find 5, or did you just need to do the ones you know?
Well, here's the thing about that. Unlike you old people,
Ah,
I am only 18 years old, and I only became a football fan in 2015. So I only found one really good opening game in that string of years that I've actually gotten to witness, and that one was Georgia Tech versus Tennessee. Now, I can talk about that game if you want.
well, you know, we're going to talk about that game. So tell you what, me and BBD will do our top 5, and when we get to that game, I've got it on my list too. You can be the one to talk about it. How's that sound?
All right, sounds good.
BBD, you want to start it off?
Yeah, I'll start it off. Number 5, UCLA, 94. It was a loss, 25-23, I think. Why does that game stick out?
Peyton Manning.
Get used to it, I believe is what Keith Jackson said.
Yep.
And he also said that's one pair of sweaty palms.
Sweaty palms.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would be why.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And unfortunately, I think maybe they should have let him play a little longer that game, but, you know, I understand.
I was really looking forward to seeing what Jerry Colquitt could do. I thought he was going to have a big year. So guy had sat behind everybody, it seemed like, and he was finally going to get his chance in that first daggone game.
I know, man. Yeah, that was a good one. So my number 5 is going to have to be the 2017 Georgia Tech game in Atlanta, Squid.
Mm-hmm.
That was the final game, well, the final season for Butch Jones. You know, so many people hate on that game, talk about how bad it was, but I still had fun. We still won the damn game. That's all I cared about. I mean, yeah, our defense looked like, I mean, they ran through us like shit through a tin horn, you know. Stole that one. But go ahead, Squid. You tell me, what do you think about it?
Well, it was overall. It wasn't like the most excellent performance I've ever seen. It was a pretty ugly game based on defenses. Both defenses didn't play too good, but the offenses were both electric. And watching Tennessee make that amazing comeback, I thought the game was over in the fourth quarter.
Oh, for sure.
At the start of it, Georgia Tech was up like 28-7. It took us a miracle for us to get back into it, and we went into overtime. And coming back after that game and winning the game in second overtime was a pretty stunning victory for me. And it will always have a special place in my heart because I watched the game with my family, and by then my family thought it was over. Everybody was upstairs. I stuck around and I stayed for the entire game. And what do you know? It ain't over till it's over is how I view it. And we ended up winning that game. Barely, but we won.
Mike Bridges, I tell you what, sir, if you want to come on picked off, you are more than welcome to next Tuesday. It's open for you. So if you want to come on, somehow you need to get a hold of me. I'll put my email in the chat, and you just send me an email, and I'll tell you what you need to do. It's pretty simple. But, yeah, love to have you on. Sounds good. BVD, number 4.
Number 4, another UCLA game. 1985. very important game for me. It was my first year out of high school. Had season tickets. Lost a job because of that game, and was sitting in the south end zone upper deck right under the O on the old ball sign. And we were comfortably ahead, 26 to I don't know. They had to score 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions to come back and tie. So whatever quick math is, we were up 26 to 10. I think that'd be right. Yeah.
So that tie felt like a loss.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was awful. Now the season worked out pretty good for us, that year, but that was still miserable. But we made up for it.
Yeah.
Down the road.
My number 4, 1991 Tennessee at Louisville, and Howard Schnellenberger was the coach. I know Andy Kelly was our quarterback, and Carl Pickens.
Louisville was supposed to be amazing that year.
Yeah.
This was their breakout game. They were going to beat the shit out of us. Blah blah blah.
I believe it was Thursday night too.
Might be right.
Game. And no, I don't remember that game growing up. Obviously, I was only like 2 years old or whatever. But I remember, finding a VHS tape, and that game was on there, and I watched it, and I just fell in love with that game, and that's how I remember a lot of games when I was real young. Was my stepdad taped every game, back in those days, and I would tear that damn VCR up with those blank tapes. So, number 4 for me. I just did my number 4. But anyway, Tennessee ended up winning the game 28-11, I believe. BVD, number 3.
Syracuse 98.
That's going to be my number 3 too. So
very well could have lost that game and probably should have, but didn't.
It was a really, really close game.
Yep, 34-33.
They had Donovan McNabb. That Syracuse was a good team that year. They still finished pretty good that year, I think.
What was that linebacker's name they had? Or is either a linebacker or a defensive end? I can't remember. God, he was great too. Played for the Colts for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah, shit, I can't remember his name.
I can't either. Damn, who was that? Maybe somebody in the comments can help us. Cody blocked another one. Wow.
Was it Rob Conrad?
No. No, he was wasn't he a fullback or something?
Kyle McIntosh?
No.
God, they
had like 25 running backs.
No, he was a defensive end or a linebacker.
Okay.
Every time I think of a Colt, I think of Dwight.
Yeah. Freeney, that was it.
That was Dwight Freeney? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So first time I saw BVD was the blocked field goal by Mount Cody video.
Sadly, that's the first time a lot of people saw me.
Hey, that right here. That was my number 3 too. So number 2, BVD.
NC State, 2012. Big win. Hate those guys. I always have. When I lived in Raleigh, I used to all the time hear, "Oh, you're lucky you don't play us. We'd whoop your ass." And finally got to shut the Wolfpack up. Plus, Carter was with me that day, and we met. It was just a great day all the way around.
Yeah. That was also my number 2. So, what the hell is your number 1?
I guarantee it's not the same as yours.
All right.
Pitt, 1980.
Because it's your first game.
Yep, first ever Tennessee game. We got the shit beat out of us, 30-6.
Ouch.
And I tell it all the time. The song, Queen's song, Another One Bites the Dust, was popular at that time. And their band played that song all freaking day. So when I hear that song today, I still hate it.
So I'm guessing that most people, when they think of 1980, they think immediately of Georgia, but I'm guessing you have another memory.
It sure as hell ain't Georgia.
Yeah. Fireball. Yeah, Cordero did tear up that day because that's when you know, Dayrick had been kicked off the team, and everybody's freaking out. Oh man, what are we gonna do without Dayrick Rogers? And then here comes Cordero Patterson. Man, he went off on that game, and I felt like such a jackass at one point during that game because I was outside smoking, of course, and I was sitting there. I was all excited. We were winning, and freaking Cordero Patterson had done the end around for a touchdown, caught a bomb from Bray, and I'm out there and I was talking to these two very nice black ladies, and I was like, y'all see that Cordero Patterson? Like, he's freaking amazing. Like, one of the, best receiver, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was telling that to Justin Hunter's mom and sister. So I wasn't talking bad about, Justin Hunter, but I was basically saying, with the best receiver, on the team is Cordero Patterson, blah, 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 blah. And then they just said, he ain't no number 11 like my baby Justin. And then I found out, oh, shit, that's Justin's mom.
I actually met Cordero Patterson's mom, and it might have been his aunt or something. It was another lady down in the ball shop down in Neyland Stadium. They were cool, super cool, cracking me up.
Wow.
Seems like I always run into people's parents, instead of running into them. But
down in Louisiana, when I went down there, we ran into Joe Burrow's dad.
Nice. Well, hey, that'd be cool because he was a coach, at Ohio, and still. Anyway, so my number one is, and the reason why number two, the 2012 game, was because obviously getting to meet BBD for the first time. One of my favorite games because of that. We had a good time, except for when he was pranking me all the time. But a lot of good memories and stories from that trip. And my number one is probably I don't know if I'll ever go to a opening day game like this. Was 2006 against Cal. That Cal team was stacked, man. Marshawn Lynch, Deshaun Jackson. They were ranked like number 7. We were ranked like number 24. We were, underdogs at home, and we had just come off the worst season in Fulmer's tenure at the time, and nobody really gave us a chance that game, and we just whooped them. Robert Meacham had 1,000 yards if he had 100. I think it was like 200 something. Jason Swain caught a bunch of passes. We were up 35-0, in the third quarter, and then they scored a couple touchdowns and kicked a field goal, went for 2 or some crap. But still, 35-18 was the final. Just freaking awesome game. So
yeah, it was.
So that was the top 5. Now, see how much time we got left. We got about 20 minutes. Gonna go ahead and go into, usually on Tuesdays we do whack ass tradition. Well, like I said, on Thursdays we do badass tradition, and of course there's no traditions more badass than Tennessee's traditions. It's just a fact. Look it up.
It's in the Bible, I think.
Yeah, it is. Tennessee is God's team. Neyland Stadium is God's stadium. These are proven facts. All right, so anyway, I'm going to do, like I said again, I'm going to share the screen, show you guys a badass Tennessee tradition, and it's honestly probably my favorite. Well, besides running through the T, it's my favorite. And that's General Neyland's 7 Maxims. Cool video. All right. Y'all see that good?
Yeah, you need to remove Fireball's comment.
General Robert Neyland was a respected military tactician as well as a legendary football coach who was known for his defensive prowess and innovation.
Or not.
In the 1930s,
Hold on,
General
dadgummit.
Neyland began having his volunteer team.
Jesus, BBD.
This video was sponsored by Fireball.
Yep. Thanks, Fireball. All right. Do that again. Sorry.
General Robert Neyland was a respected military tactician as well as a legendary football coach who was known for his defensive prowess and innovation. Speaking of innovation, in the 1930s, General Newland began having his volunteer team recite 7 principles that he believed summarized what it took to win a game. He felt that if you followed all of these rules, you would never lose. These rules came to be known as the 7 maxims of football.
Team makes, 2, 6, win. Play for, make, break, one goes always score. If it hurts, get breaks, no beats, you know that up, put on more steam. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, our ball game. Ball house, throw the block, the other side, through the game, back to this win it. Rest you again, here for the first place. You're everybody, you never 6 minutes.
To this day, volunteer teams still recite the maxims before every game.
Yep, pretty cool. And there's actually more. There's a few teams that use those maxims other than Tennessee. I know Duke does. David Cutcliffe is a big fan of the maxims. Damn, who's the NFL team that uses it? I think it's the Lions. Detroit Lions use them. And there's a few other colleges that use these maxims. So, yep, pretty cool.
And it's maxims, not maximums. I've heard
I
people
didn't
say.
say.
No, I know you didn't.
Oh, okay.
I've heard people say, "Hey, you ever heard of General Neyland's Tennessee that 7 maximums?"
7 maximums?
Sure haven't heard of that.
All right.
Those are the same people that cross the medium on the highway to get to the other 2 lanes. Pacifically speaking, of course.
Pacifically.
Yeah. Anywho.
I like those, BBD. You should just do an entire video talking that way with different things.
I don't know if I've got a video's worth, but Halls wins the first one, Carter. So I'm in the lead on the pick'em thingy. I
thought I picked Halls.
You might have.
Yeah, I did.
That's right. You might have.
So Halls won?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They are not shaking hands.
Well, I don't think it's to be disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't. Well, the coaches are okay, so that's cool.
Trucker Tim, how you doing? Lots of people.
Some of them are. There's like a handful of each team's players hugging each other, so that's cool. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was just a pandemic thing. I didn't think it was anything disrespectful.
I mean, that brings up I can't remember another school that does this. I know, and we all know that Tennessee does it, but how do y'all feel about Tennessee's band playing the other team's fight song?
I love it. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, I think it's the ultimate show of respect. I think we're the
Except
only
when our crowd
team-
boos.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, every single team in America does that same thing.
no.
Well,
Not plays the other team's fight song.
no, not that. Not that, obviously. I meant like booze at the other end.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, yeah. He's talking about booze when our band plays the other team's fight song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not a huge boo, like the boo when the other team comes out. And I think it's mostly from probably kids and people that don't really understand the history of it.
You know what's funny is I don't know if they've done this forever or with every time, but I was at the Tennessee Air Force game in 2006, and the one thing I noticed that they did is they had Air Force run out the exact same time that Tennessee ran out, because I think maybe they were afraid they didn't want fans to boo Air Force because, the military and whatnot.
Right.
But I wouldn't think, that – I mean, if Tennessee's playing Army, because, hell, I boo every damn team we play.
Yeah. It's just
I'm not going to
what you
boo
do.
Army, Navy, or Air Force. I just can't do that.
Yeah, I agree. I always root for Army, Navy, Air Force. I always root for them in every game that they play that isn't Tennessee.
Of course. Who do you root for on Army, Navy, though? I always root for Army.
I just watch to see who wins.
Yeah.
I
I
don't root for a particular team.
I just root. Well, I've always rooted for Army growing up because hell, they've always getting their ass beat by Navy. So and
Not recently.
well,
Army's
no, not
pretty good.
recently. It's kind of been cool to see that. Um, what's this? Did you guys watch Sleeta Give? Oh God.
No comment.
Did we watch Sleeta what? Oh. Oh
can read it
no,
for yourself.
I did not watch that. No. I saw the title and I was like, I'm out.
Why would you go in the first place?
So here's another thing we could bring up real quick. Squid, you know you're younger, but what's y'all's favorite non-conference game you've ever seen, ever been to before? Tennessee.
You mean a game played between two other teams, not Tennessee?
No. A non-conference game like non-SEC, like Tennessee playing.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Obviously,
Gotcha.
not Southern Miss or something like that, but you know what I mean, like a Power
Notre
5.
Dame.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. 2001, Notre Dame, definitely probably my favorite.
I don't have any in recent memory, but Tennessee, Oklahoma 2015 was pretty good. But I mean, we ended up losing, but hey, it was a really fun game to watch.
Yeah. So well, if we're talking, that would be a good top 5 right there.
What's top 5 losses?
No, for top 5 non-conference games that are not like Southern Miss or something like that.
In Oklahoma, when we lost to them, it wasn't like an embarrassing loss. Oklahoma went out. They went
actually, I thought it was more embarrassing than getting our asses whooped.
It was more painful.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we should have lost that game.
Either way, they went on to get in the playoffs and didn't get swallowed whole. They actually played a good game against Clemson.
I'm like, man, I would rather get my ass beat down than to have a heartbreaking game like the Oklahoma game. Because at least you know, like, hey, it's over. You know, it's God. There is nothing like getting your heart broken in a football game. Like, oh shit, LSU 2010 comes to mind.
Oh golly, don't even remind me of that.
Yeah, I know. That was my second time ever in Baton Rouge, and I was just makes my damn stomach hurt right now thinking about that damn game.
Texas A&M 2016 made me feel that same exact way. I really thought that we had them. I mean, 6 turnovers. Tennessee just kept pushing in that game. Just continued to somehow give them the beating, and then they somehow just screwed it all up.
That's happened a lot in the last, however many years, man. I mean, you look at the North Carolina game and in the Music City Bowl. Shit, that one was rough too. I mean,
BYU is in the same category too. We had BYU, but then they made that big throw to get them that big score that they needed.
Now that one was embarrassing. I don't think it wasn't as embarrassing as obviously as the Georgia State game, but
no,
nothing will be. Nothing will ever cross that. We'll hear about that until the day we die. Teams that we beat are going to continue to tell us that same thing. Remember that one time in 2019 when you lost to Georgia State at the beginning of the game? South Carolina fans and Vandy fans always tell me that, and I always tell them, you lost to that team. So,
I remember being up in Knoxville for the Wyoming game in 2008, right? And I remember I felt real sick at my stomach. And so I went and laid down in my cousin's dorm room. Because, I mean, I was pretty sick. And so we'd done driven all the way up to Knoxville. So I just basically went to sleep there watching that game. I was like, oh, man, I'm actually really glad I didn't go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that Georgia State game. I had the cornea virus.
Would you get it at the tap house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The only game that I didn't go to, which we had tickets for, and I'm very happy about this, 2017 Georgia.
Later, Tim. Be safe out there.
Yeah, that Georgia game was, no, that was the worst beatdown I've ever had to witness.
2017.
Yeah, 2017 Georgia.
Man. Yeah.
If you don't know the score of that, I'm pretty sure somebody would be quick to remind you. They know that
Oh,
score.
I remember the score very well.
This is where having a blotchy memory at best is good. Because I don't remember the score.
41-0, bro.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
That's
I'm telling
bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm telling you, they're quick to remind you of it. Even now, that without context, they'll tell you that same exact thing. Some Georgia fans literally cannot go in a football argument without saying 41-0.
Mm. All right, so let me ask you this, Georgia fans. Let me ask y'all this, which I know y'all are going to probably say, no, it's 41-0's worse. What is more embarrassing? Beating a team 41-0, which y'all did. Y'all beat the shit out of us, 41-0, or losing to a team 9 years in a row? Because, yeah, we did that. So.
Yeah, that's
Where did that happen?
In the 90s.
I'm trying to think of how you could really compare the two situations. But I see where you're going, for sure. I would take a 65-0 loss to Alabama if we could just cut that damn streak in half. You know, say we'd only lost to them 6 years in a row, and then got a win. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's exactly how I feel with Florida right now. When we literally have not been able to beat Florida. We beat them in 2016, and since 2005, we haven't been able to beat them at all.
Yeah. If we're not careful, Georgia's going to be the same damn way. It don't matter how many times you come back and beat Indiana or hold on to beat Mississippi State. You know, you lose to your three biggest rivals that many years in a row. To me, all the other wins are just about meaningless.
Mm-hmm. But once we actually do beat them, it's going to feel just all that better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Florida game in 2016 was nice. It was just too short-lived.
Yeah.
Hated the first half, but then everyone else knows what happened after that.
And hell, I used to complain growing up about how we couldn't beat Florida, you know, and I mean, what? We beat them in my lifetime. I wouldn't count 90 or 92 because I really wasn't watching football then. But 98.
Were you alive?
Yeah.
It counts.
So 90, 92, 98, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2016. So out of 30 times, 30 times playing, 7 times we beat them. Well, 29 because we didn't play them in 91, I don't think. So
just you wait till December. Something will change. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Wait till when?
December.
When we play Florida.
December.
If we're still playing football.
Yeah.
I think we will.
We're getting that one.
I mean, hey, it did work the last time, so.
You guys can't hear that, can you?
Hear what? We heard your ass.
Okay. No, I mean.
We heard that.
You can't hear I've got the rivalry Thursday post game plan too. I was just making sure y'all couldn't hear it.
No,
No.
you're good, bro.
Listening to both of us. Both of us.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is this? What are your guys' thoughts on smoky gray unis that Tennessee used to wear? Should they bring them back or no?
I absolutely.
Oh, I'm sitting here giving y'all the thumbs down, and my camera's not even on. Idiot.
What'd you say, Squid?
I absolutely think we should bring back the gray uniforms. Kind of. I mean, they were definitely a change of unis for sure. I like those. I also like the black uniforms that were worn in 2009, I believe.
You mean just the black jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
would have
jersey.
looked. I loved it too because, oh man, it just I don't know how to explain it. Just being at that game and seeing those black jerseys when they're fixing to run out of that tunnel was just freaking amazing.
I can imagine. It was crazy just sitting in my living room. I can't even. I can imagine what it must have been like there. Troy M. Greenville is playing no one tomorrow, and I will definitely not be there for that one.
Why
So
not? You should totally show up.
It might be the only game I do get to go to. Don't know yet.
So as we're heading out, I'm gonna show something because I see that our
'Cause you can.
our good buddy Uncle Lou is going live, and I don't want to overrun that. And so as we're heading out, I'm going to play a 2-minute long video that I think everyone will enjoy. And so
Doesn't really matter for me. I can't show up on this channel for another 2 weeks.
that's right, Squid. Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, it's no problem.
So as we sign off, I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight that was here. Quick shout out to everyone. Kevin Cook, Dwayne RTR, Troy M, Atypical Gump, Mike Bridges, of course, Squidtard BBD, Kevin Cook, Fireball, JW, Catfish, Matt, William, SEC Homer, Mike Bridges, who, like I said, Mike, send me an email, SEC Dog, and I think that should just about Law Tide. I probably should cover it. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna head out. I'm gonna share the screen. This quick little 2-minute video, and then we go on. Get the audio working. All right, guys. Here we go.
Our house, nobody comes to our house. Takes away our does. And y'all manned up tonight. Unless a group of men in a hostile environment like we were in, okay, down at the half, okay, like we were. And by guys, you saw the passion out there to set the tempo in the first 5 minutes. Okay, get that kickoff coverage, get that turnover, and bam, bam, bam. That was damn Tennessee football play. You guys got something special going. Okay? Got something really, really special, okay? Keep working, keep you focused. You're doing a hell of a job. Listen to me close. Every team that you will play respects Tennessee so much. That is the effort that you will give tonight. That is the best effort Alabama had, and you took it and won the football game going away their team. Yeah. Hell of an effort by everybody in here. Tonight you represent the state of Tennessee, and the men that have worn that orange shirt. It's taken 47 years to get it back in Knoxville, Tennessee, but tonight you got the national championship. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
We'll see y'all later. Go Vols.